Hello. Hopefully I'm the right way round. I don't know, I'm having to do this on my phone because my iPad didn't seem to have sound. Phone's working after it had a wash in my washing up bowl night. So hopefully you can hear me, hopefully I'm the right way round and we can have some fun at Toddler Time this morning. So all this week, have you been enjoying some of the rain splashing in puddles? It is great fun, isn't it? Though rather wet. So today we're going to be thinking about harvest. We're going to be thinking about how we can be thankful for everything that we have. So, what do you feel thankful for today? Are you thankful for the rain? Are you thankful for the bit of sun that we got yesterday? Are you thankful for what you got to eat for breakfast? Or maybe just able to be with your family. Well, shall we get going with wiggle song? Are you ready to do some wiggling? Great. I will get my guitar and we shall do some wiggling. Okay. Wiggle, 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 free. Have you all frozen? Good. Wiggle, 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 freeze. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. My hands, I'm gonna shake my feet, I'm gonna shake my head, I'm gonna groove to the beat. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. You ready to wiggle? Wiggle, 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 freeze. Wiggle, 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 freeze. Very good freezing. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. A skiddly scat, a skiddly do. I've gotta get the wiggles out of me. Cause I'm gonna hear the story, it's gonna be fun. Hearing about Jesus is for everyone. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Are you ready to wiggle? Wiggle, 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 freeze. Wiggle, 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 freeze. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Now we've got all those wiggles out, let's get Ruffles out. Because Ruffles is here in his bag. Ruffles, are you coming out? You're not sure you want to come out? Why don't you want to come out? Because of the weather? Well, it's not raining inside, is it? Hello, great to have you join us, Naomi and Nia. Are you going to come out? You don't want to get wet? Well, it's not raining in my living room. No, definitely no rain inside. Yes, there is some outside, but we're not going outside at the moment, are we? No, playing ball in the park today. No, definitely not. We've got something to do with vegetables today, haven't we? You don't like vegetables? Do you like vegetables? Vegetables are very good for us and there's lots of different types. So with us today, Ruffles and I have got some vegetables, haven't we? Are we going to pick them up? Oh, there we go. Thank you for helping me, Ruffles. Right, I've got a whole tray of vegetables and we're going to see if you know what all the vegetables are. It's a game. It is a game. See if we can guess them. Let's start with an easy one. I wonder if you know what vegetable this is. You probably have it quite often. It's very good for you. Oh, it fills you up. It does indeed fill you up. And it grows under the ground. Do you know what it is? It's a potato. Yes, well done. And you can get them in all shapes and sizes, can't you? You can get red ones as well. Excellent. So that's a potato. That's a good starting point. Let's go with this one next. That's Olaf's nose. Well, yeah, I suppose it is Olaf's nose in Frozen. I think it's got a different name though. Do you know what this is? Long and orange. That also grows under the ground and has a big green leaf normally out top, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's the bit you can see above the ground. Now, I'm not a big fan of carrots, but they are good for you. They help you see in the dark, apparently. Do you know what it is? A carrot. Well done. Ruffles gave it away, didn't he? Okay, that's our carrot. Now, this is another one that grows under the ground. It's a little bit like our carrot, except it's a different colour. I wonder if you know what that is. No, it's not an ill. We eat these quite a lot in our house. You don't eat them. Well, Ruffles, we've decided you don't eat vegetables, but they are good for you. This is a parsnip. They're very good with roast dinner. Right, let's have all this one's a nice big apple. Do you know what this is? Now, this has roots, which tend to go in the ground, and these tend to sit just kind of just on the surface a little bit, or just dipped into the soil a little bit, and they have big, long, leafy green things out the top. It looks like a ball. It does look like a ball, but you're not going to play ball with this one. It might make you cry. Oh, well, yes, these do make you cry when you chop them up. Do you know what it is? It's an onion, and it's great for flavouring your meal. Right, that's a very big onion, that one. Right, let's go. Oh, this big green one here. Oh, do you know what this one is? I like this very much. Is it a tree? Do you think it's a tree? It does look a little bit like a tree, doesn't it? Do you know what it is? Is it a broccoli? Yes, it is, Ruffles. It's a broccoli. Do you like broccoli? I like broccoli. And we've got another one that's a little bit like the broccoli here, but it's white. Is it a broccoli that's lost its colour? Do you think it's a broccoli that's lost its colour? Actually, it's a little bit different, isn't it? It hasn't got a stalk on the bottom like the broccoli that makes it look like a tree, but it's white and it has leaves around the edge. Have you guessed? You're not sure what that one is? Oh, well, it's a cauliflower. I wonder if you like cauliflower. And we've just got a couple more. No, we've got 3 more here. We're going to go with this one next. Do you know what this is? Does it cause water to come through the ceiling? That's a different kind of thing, but with the same name. It's a leak. So this is a leak. And what Ruffles was talking about is a leak, as in water that comes leaking in. So this is a leek. Long and green with a white in the bottom. And they also grow in the ground. Right, we've got 2 more. Now here's one that doesn't grow in the ground, but it grows on a plant that's in the ground. You can get them in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes they're yellow. Sometimes they're stripy. Yes, you're right, Ruffles. And sometimes they're green. Sometimes they can be very big, but then we call them something different. Do you know what it is? I like these chopped up in a stir fry. It's a courgette. And when it gets really, really big, it can be a marrow. And very nice and watery tasting. Now, this is my biggest one. Oh, it's really, really heavy. All my leeks ran away. Do you know what this is? It's a really big vegetable. And these, like the courgettes, grow on a plant. The plant has to be really strong because sometimes these can hang down off the plant. Do you know what it might be? You don't know what that one is? No. Again, there's lots of different varieties of these. It's a squash. And this particular one is called a butternut squash. And they're very tasty. Again, roasted. They taste delicious. So there's all our vegetables that I've got. Now, I bet you can think of some vegetables that we've not got here. You can't think of any more? Well, there are quite a few that I haven't got here. I just decided on a small selection for that little activity. Now, why am I talking about vegetables? Well, I'm talking about vegetables because, do you remember Ruffles? Because we're talking about harvest. And harvest is the time of the year where the farmers bring in the crops and the vegetables that they have been growing. And so it's the time when you see lots of tractors around. You might have seen them going past your house if you live near a farm or some fields. Yes, they go past our house and they make a big noise, don't they? And you might have seen the combine harvesters in the field chopping the crops and making bales if it's hay. Or they might have been cutting the wheat or even the corn. I wonder if you've seen a combine harvester. You have, yeah, they're great, aren't they? They're big and they do lots of exciting things. And so harvest is a time when we say thank you to God for the food that the farmers have been able to grow. So I wonder what you're thankful for today. What's your favourite vegetable or your favourite food that you like to eat? Yours is biscuits. Yes, well, biscuits are made out of wheat quite often, and wheat is something that the farmers grow. So we wouldn't have biscuits if we didn't have a harvest. Well, you're very thankful for the harvest then. That's good. So, shall we have our next song now? Are you going to say goodbye, Ruffles? Yeah, great. We'll see Ruffles next time. Bye, Ruffles. It's great to think of harvest. So I thought today we would sing our song that we always used to sing at the end of Cherubs, but we've not done it for ages because we've not been together at Cherubs for ages, and that's the Dingle Dangle Scarecrow. Now I can't dance properly because I've got to stay sitting here or you won't see me out of the camera, but I bet you can do some proper dingle dangling. Are you ready? There was a dingle dangle scarecrow with a flippy floppy hat, and he shaked his hands like this and he shake his feet like that. Did you do it? Shall we start again? The dingle dangle scarecrow with a flippy floppy hat, and I shake your hands like this and I shake my feet like that. Great! We won't do the rest of the song because I can't lie down and go to sleep. Or shall we anyway? Okay, are we ready? There was a dingle dangle scarecrow with a flippy floppy hat, and I shake my hands like this and I shake my feet like that. Oh, I nearly lost my slipper. You can do the rest of the song at home. And we're going to do the other song that we did last week, which is Who's the King of the Jungle? And I've got my monkey friend with me today to join me for this song. So are you ready? Who's the king of the jungle? Who's the king of the sea? Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the jungle? Who's the king of the sea? Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S. Yes, he's the king of me. He's the king of the universe, the jungle and the sea. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Did you enjoy that song? He does like it. He came specially off the shelf to see you today to sing that song. Okay, great. Right, let's say thank you to God for the harvest, and then we'll say goodbye until next week. So we're going to say thank you. Do you know that sign? Thank you, God. Okay? So thank you, God, for the food we eat. Thank you, God, for the farmers that make and grow our food. Thank you, God, for the mummies and daddies and carers who cook our meals out of that food. Thank you, God, for the shops that we can go to buy our food. And thank you, God, for everything that we have. Amen. Well, it's really great to be with you today, and I hope to see you again next week. Goodbye.